Forever. Dog.
Having a scarcity mindset.
Oh, be real. 9 minutes ago.
I know,
What?
but I'm filming.
Oh, my do not
Well,
disturb
yeah,
is on.
that's like
Wait, we're
part
gonna
of
have to
it.
be
Alayna,
real,
I don't think
actually.
we're friends on Be Real.
I don't think we are. Hold on. Okay. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
Mac, I just got your hand. Wait, let me try mine again.
That's not real.
Well, no, because
Yeah,
Mac
that's
put
very
Mac
not
put
real
her,
of you.
Mac put her hand up.
Well, that would be real.
Welcome to the Chosen Family Podcast.
It's the Chosen Family
still
Podcast.
sick.
I am.
Ashley's been sick for a long time.
Ashley's been-
We definitely don't record these
Weeks.
back to back and change shirts.
Well, we don't. All of us, apparently. Only two
No.
of us.
Only two of us.
I just put a sweater on. So it looks like so did you, Mac. We
always
half-assed
just
this
put sweaters
change.
on.
We half-assed this change today.
Half-assed? This is one of my finest sweaters.
It's a very fine
Finest.
sweater.
Max Fine Sweaters. The finest yarn in Missouri. Max Fine Sweaters. We should have sweaters that say top, recognize top.
Yes, absolutely.
I would be so down for that merch drop.
Alayna said it. This is the Chosen Family Podcast.
Yeah, but Ashley has to say it again. Can't just let it
Ashley
be.
has to host.
I have to host.
Ashley has to host.
It's impossible. It's in my blood. It's in my bones.
But like before we start, she's like, I'm feeling sick, and I just don't know that I can host it today. And we're like, you don't have to. We get on here. She's like, well, Alayna did already host, but I will be hosting still.
Look,
anyway,
let me just host a little bit.
let me just host again. I need to re-host.
It's in my genes. It's every Wednesday, you pieces of shit, and we sit around the family dinner table. We take your questions and we answer them because we're your chosen family. Did I do it, Mac? You do it.
Yeah, Mac, you
host.
take a turn.
Do what? I sounded so little when I said that.
Do
What do you guys want
what?
me to? What do you guys want me to do?
We want you to
Host,
top the
son.
podcast, Mac. Top it. Show us.
Welcome to the
Try.
chosen. Sorry. Welcome to the Chosen Family Podcast.
Yo, that sounds like
That's
audio
really
porn.
good. Oh.
Is that good? This might be Patreon only content, actually.
Why?
Me hosting is Patreon only.
Yes.
You really are a little bottom.
If you want to hear more of Mac's silky smooth topping voice, patreon.com/chosen family.
And if you want to hear more of my this whatever the fuck this is, you just stay right here. It's free. No one wants
yeah,
to
you
hear
stay
it.
on the free version.
Well, how are you guys since last week / 3 minutes ago?
Good. I was thinking of, I have an update that's like, oh god, it's almost more we're having gay sex
That's
style
okay.
update.
That's a great podcast. I can't believe you're
Oh,
referencing it.
I
right
know.
now.
It actually was a little bit painful deep inside of me to say that
That's
out
what
loud.
she said.
No,
Oh.
but this is something, okay. I took my tongue
I
ring
heard that
out.
actually.
Oh, I didn't hear it. What did you say?
I said that's
Nothing.
what she said when
You
you
took
said
your tongue
deep
ring
inside
out?
of me.
I
What?
took my tongue ring out.
That's what she said.
Wait. Okay. So go on.
Not as good the second time, gotta admit.
So oh my god, twice in one episode, I talked about this on the We're Having Gay Sex podcast the first time I was ever on it. Ashley, you
great
look
pod.
so pleased with yourself. I can't stand it.
You know, some people say it's a pod that's like really changed the game because it's a gay podcast, but it's still mainstream.
Would
How
you
did
say
that-
it's chart topping, award winning? Is that
Yeah,
what people say also?
I would say it's one of the best podcasts of all time if I had to. If I had
wow.
to.
That's high praise.
I would say it has like an almost perfect review rating, but whatever.
But like, no, we don't care. No, we're not invested. We have no personal interest.
And it's not like the only bad reviews are from like trolls because gay. That's what. Anytime I get like a 1-star review, I'm like, well, that's just a troll.
Yeah, I think that's
That's just
the way you
that's
gotta
just
go through life
homophobia.
on the internet, I'd say. No, I took my tongue ring out. I've had it for like a decade.
Why did you spit on us?
I don't know. 'Cause
Damn, that's Patreon only for sure.
Mac on fire.
I feel like somewhere someone planted in my brain that like a tongue ring is a good thing for queer sex. This is a positive. This is a pleasant sensation. People like it. That was like in my head.
That's in the zeitgeist for sure.
Yes.
I've heard that before.
It's like some sort of gay
Lore.
Yeah,
Lore.
gay lore, something about like you have a tongue piercing for oral sex, right? Like that's like it's supposed to be better or something.
Mac, are you aware of this stereotype that tongue rings are good for oral sex?
I don't think I was as much aware of it, but Alayna, when I found out you had a tongue ring, I was like, that's probably good for oral sex. Like it popped into my head. But.
Right. So I think this is another part of the bullshit of like, maybe it's better for oral sex with
A man.
someone who doesn't have a vulva. And then maybe that's just translated over when I don't actually think so. And
Yeah.
when I came to terms with that,
You came to terms with it.
You
had to look it in the eye and really.
I really had to be sure, because I've had this thing for a decade. I've loved it, right?
I gotta say, I've never been with anyone with a tongue ring, but the idea of a tongue ring ramming into my clit does not actually sound fun to me.
Well, and so obviously,
and that's just me. Everyone's different. Write in, listener. Have you been with someone with a tongue ring? Does it feel good on your vulva? If you are having sex with someone with a penis, or you have a penis, does the tongue ring feel good? Write in, tell us both sides of it. What do you think?
But
Mac is really making a face.
Really unsure. I also, obviously, like, there's differences in people's sensitivity. There's differences in how hard you do things. Obviously, like, it's going to be different for every person. But the thing that I found was that I was needing to be very careful, obviously, because this is like a piece of metal in my mouth. I'm needing to be very
of course,
careful.
You don't want that swinging that thing around willy-nilly.
It's hindering you. You have to hold back.
Exactly
they can't know your they can't know your true power, your true ability.
Over time, I realized that like this is hindering my movement like a lot. And like I talked about, this is the thing I talked about on that first episode that I was on of We're Having Gay Sex, chart-topping, award-winning podcast.
For the listener who's not watching on YouTube, I'm being a thirst-trapping Hey Mama's lesbian right now. Every time that Alayna says something nice about the podcast, I go, blah, blah.
That sound does it. When you do that sound, everybody can visualize what it is that
I
you're
feel
doing
like even if I didn't do the gesture, when I do that sound, we get demonetized.
I think you're right. Maybe you should stop doing it. Maybe I should stop talking about your other podcast.
Danny, cut everything I've said. Thank you.
Yes, today. Everything she has said today, cut it. This is Chosen Family, by the way.
Which is also probably top charting at this point.
I hope so. Award-winning someday.
Tell everybody.
On this other podcast that I was on, I told this story, but the long and short of it is that upward motion, so bottom to top.
Bottom to top. You can tell me anything, Mac. Bottom to top. Don't feel just man to man, bottom to top. Don't feel afraid to say what's really on your mind.
That's another shirt idea. Bottom to top, you can tell me anything.
Bottom to top.
Like, you wear that on the shirt.
God, that's good.
Amazing. So, the bottom to top motion, it would get caught. On what? God. I'm still not entirely sure.
The hood!
Okay, that's what right? So, the first time I ever tried that, because that's what the internet told me to do when I was new to this whole thing, bottom to top.
Also probably me.
And it caught on something, right? And I was like, and it was fine. The other
Mac is wincing.
I know, she didn't even seem to notice.
The way I just like grabbed my crotch.
I know.
2013 Bieber in the bowling alley.
But so that was a motion that I then had to avoid
reference.
in general. And this happened with multiple people. This wasn't just like one vulva had a specific way that like I couldn't move. I noticed that with this certain motion, it was like it just wasn't pleasant. And that's a motion that a lot of people really enjoy. And I
can't believe this is something that's spread around then, that it's a good thing.
That's exactly that's why I wanted to talk about it, because so I took the thing out. Life-changing.
It's better now?
Yeah, because I have full range of motion.
She can release it.
And
she can do whatever she wants. Full ability, full power.
Yeah. Nothing holding her back.
It's like Edward Cullen in Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Yes, that's exactly what it's like.
For sick old dad who hasn't seen the Twilight series, can you explain what that means?
They finally fuck in the fourth movie.
And Edward has
And
had
he
to
couldn't
hold
before.
back. He had to
He's
hold
had to hold
back
back.
so
He
much
can't.
because
He's
he's
too
too
because
powerful.
she wasn't a vampire yet, so his fucking
he was like,
just
I will
too-
literally like rip you to shreds if I fuck you right now. And she's like, oh no, but I want it so bad. And he's like, no,
Then
we
you
can't.
gotta become a vampire, bae.
Yeah, this is Alayna post taking out the tongue ring.
So I wanted to spread
That's
this
so
PSA
emotionally
that,
manipulative.
like,
That's like a weird like sex before marriage thing, but it's like sex before vampire.
No, they waited
but
till they
also,
got
like, He
married.
didn't want to kill her. Like,
He wanted to wait until they were married.
Okay, well.
Listen, this is clearly
Made her
written
wait.
by a straight person because, oh my god, I'm so powerful. So powerful. I'm just gonna like rail you into
Yeah.
oblivion. I don't want to
Yeah.
hurt you. Everyone just wants to be gently figured. Okay. If you've got a vulva, all you want is a spot on. Look, railing is nice every now and then, but for the most part, just gently finger me. Just be nice.
I mean,
We can tell you're sick, Ashley. Ashley wants it nice and soft.
Ashley's just like, be gentle with
Ashley's
me today.
like,
Be
would you
soft.
just gently finger me?
no tongue ring today, please.
Too powerful.
But so I think I also am wondering if this whole tongue ring is better thing was also written by a straight guy and it has somehow like bled into our like
Gotta
queer
be.
experience. So seriously, listener, please do write in because I want to know if you having a tongue ring, you having received from someone who has a tongue ring, what's the experience been? Because as someone who had one for so long, I feel like it only hindered me. And I feel reborn without the thing. Like
You're a
won't judge you
born again
based on that.
lesbian.
I feel like a born again lesbian. And I
Hey, tongue game, recognize tongue game. We will not judge you on it. We know you're good.
But okay, so what do you guys think? Hearing that, what comes up for you?
I like the up and down, so I would be like,
I'm an up and down fan.
if that got caught, I would be scared. I'd be traumatized a little bit.
Right. Yes.
Also, I just feel like you want the option to have full, broad, flat tongue,
Yep.
which
Exactly.
is usually what a lot of people enjoy, no matter what direction it's going in.
Well, and
Elena's been fighting with one hand behind her back.
You're in the weird jump shoes that are like heavy and won't let your heel, and now you've taken it off, and you're just like so good at eating pussy now. You're just like you're like, oh my god, you're like Michael Jordan on his flu game, and then he feels better, and you're fucking again, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so powerful.
I just wanted to put it out there for anyone who's thinking, okay, well, if I'm gay and the tongue ring's supposed to be like a better thing, so let me get that done.
Maybe not.
Second, think like I'm here to
Now,
tell
do
you,
you
I don't
feel
know.
like you were a tongue ring girly, and now you feel like your identity has been? Now you're like, it's like, oh my god, do I eat good puss or do I be myself?
honestly,
It's a choice,
like,
'cause
there's
sometimes that's
part
a
of it-
choice that you have to
yes,
make.
It's like I was actually really attached to the
The
tongue ring.
the bisexual conundrum.
Yes,
Eat good puss or be myself.
yeah, no, there's definitely a I'm not used to not having it in my mouth, and I feel a bit naked without it.
Mac, do you have any updates from the past week/2 minutes?
Guys, I don't really know. I don't really think anything's new.
Hey, maybe update us on your thoughts about moving to LA, because I feel like the last few episodes you were saying, oh,
oof.
maybe I'm gonna move. I'm
Yeah.
thinking this. What are you?
Yeah, what's
thinking
going
now?
on?
Yeah, I
with
don't
that?
think so, guys.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Are you insane,
Ashley,
son?
my dad, listen, my parents were very frugal with money. Like, they were like, don't spend it even if you have it. And
Yeah.
I cannot get myself to move out there.
That's
It's so damn expensive.
so just investing in yourself is a really important part of life. If you
'Cause
are
could
able,
you make more money?
Yes.
Like maybe your return
That's
is
one
going to
way
be
to
higher
look
than
at
the
it.
investment.
but like also you're punishing yourself, Mac.
Yeah, maybe.
You're gonna have a better quality of
But-
life out there with the people with the gays in LA.
Well, do you
know?
think so? But also,
Oh,
do you
for
think
sure.
so?
I have no doubt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love
Then-
it out there. It's incredible.
Oh,
my
Mac,
girlfriend's
then
out there.
what?
All my friends
Right.
are out there.
Mac, you gotta move.
Wait, just because of money, you weren't going to do it?
Guys, I don't want to spend that much.
What are you
Mac, but
spending
think
it
about
on
the
here?
Return.
What am I spending on in Springfield?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Right, that's what I'm
Everything's dirt
saying.
cheap here.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
I'm saving a lot. so that I
Money
can
does
invest
not
a lot,
equal
so that I can
happiness.
support my family when I'm older.
Experiences like making sure that you're being with your friends and your chosen family. That's what
Yeah.
makes you happy. Money and things, just having a collection of dollar bills in the bank. Look, I'm not
You're
saying
gonna have more. You're gonna make more money.
I'm not stupid. I know money can equal a home and healthcare, yada yada yada. But if you can have those things in LA, then it's time to go to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are like saying the other side of my brain, like the other side of things that I've been thinking.
correct
And also
side.
you're saying what my therapist has been saying, but you know.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You
I
have
can't
to like
justify it.
think about your day-to-day. This was when I was deciding to move out to BC from Manitoba, is like I had to realize that I was trading the things that I was trading off living in Manitoba. I was trading them for a life where every single day I get to wake up and be in the place I love, be surrounded by friends that I love, be with my partner who I love. I get to have those things every single day.
Yeah, that
Because
sounds nice.
of the move, right? Whereas the things that if the thing you're worried about is money, like that's what money is for, is to
yeah.
be able
I
to
know,
live
I
the
just
best life
hate
that you
spending
can.
it.
No,
But it's
dude.
not about- it's not-
there's
you
like a
can't think of
math
it like
equation
spending
too. There's there's lots of good things, like 1/3 of your income can go towards your rent. Now maybe you're like where you are right now, you're only spending like 1/10 of your income, because I don't know what the fuck the rent is in Springfield, like maybe
even.
$200.
It's really cheap.
Right. So like most people are in that 1/3 region.
Yeah, but if I wasn't in that 1/3 region and I saved more, then I could buy a really big, nice house for me and my wife.
You're
But that's
23.
the first of all, you're 23, and that is the eternal myth of money, which is like it can always be, that's capitalism, dude. It can always be better, it can always be bigger, it can always be whatever. Like, no, you can have a good life right now.
Yeah, exactly. You're waiting until you can have like
Guys, we'll be talking about this for the rest of the podcast.
that's
if you
fine.
I don't care.
A big house, like you'd rather have a big house someday that you can live in and have all these dreams, when you could have a smaller house and
Surrounded
live
by
your
people you
dreams
love.
now. Like you could do it now.
Pops, I just want to take care of my wife.
Dude,
I
you're
just
gonna-
want to make sure she's
you're
safe.
being overly
You gotta
conservative.
you gotta be there with her to take care of
like,
her.
I'm from a
I'm-
conservative area.
Yeah, but I'm overly conservative too, and this is something that I've had to work on, and I promise you, every decision that I've made to spend when I was scared and invest in myself because I'm naturally conservative was the right decision. Now, if you're on the other side of things, if you're already like probably a little too liberal with your spending, then maybe learn to rein it in, but you're not that guy. It's too different that you're not that guy.
All right, I'll think about it.
And you're
Sounds
saying
good.
that the goal is to take care of your wife. How are you going to take care of her from across the country? Go take care of her right
Close the
now.
distance eventually. Don't say that.
Go
Wait,
take
you might
it,
make
go-
me cry if you say that.
Okay, I don't want to make you cry, but I just
It's
think
true.
that
And also,
it's
Elena's
not like
right.
you don't have the money.
Yeah.
It's a different
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
If you didn't have the money, then
You're
there's a lot
basically
more to
saying I don't
consider,
want
but-
to invest in myself.
Yeah.
You're constantly saying, "Oh, I don't have enough time. Like I need an editor, but I don't trust anybody." The
Yeah.
editors are in LA, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's part of the thing too. All of this is like you're trying to do this, you're hindered where you are, and you're just
Yeah.
putting money into a bank and sitting on it and not doing anything with it.
You have
Now-
choices. You have
Just for
choices
the
you
listener
can
at
choose.
home, like money is like a very fraught emotional issue for so many of
course.
us. Having a scarcity
Oh,
mindset.
be real. 9 minutes ago.
I know,
What?
but I'm filming.
Oh, my do not
Well,
disturb
yeah,
is on.
that's, like,
Wait, we're
part
gonna
of
have to
it.
be
Alayna,
real,
I don't think
actually.
we're friends on Be Real.
I don't think we are.
Alayna, are we friends on Be Real?
Yeah, I think so. We're engaged. Hold on. Okay. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
Mac, I just got your hand. Wait, let me try mine again.
That's not real.
Well, no, because
Yeah,
Mac
that's
put
very
Mac
not
put
real
her,
of you.
Mac put her hand up.
Well, that would be real.
That was
all right.
a little promo for Be Real and
Yeah, go Be
Chosen
Real.
Family podcast.
I don't have any updates, guys. I love my new apartment. Here, I'll say this. I love my new apartment. It's so I invested in a computer. Dude, the way I spent these past 2 months investing in my business, Mac, it would terrify you.
Do you want to tell me?
And then no. It terrifies me. It terrifies
Ashley,
me.
I have friend requested you on Be Real and heard nothing back. So,
I'll add you back. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
But
continue investing in
It freaks
yourself.
the shit out of me. But the
Yeah.
other day I sat down and I edited, and I edited so fucking fast. Like, with my new computer that exports everything, like the new setup, it was so fast. I don't have to worry about so many of the different things because I bought the correct equipment and whatnot to like get me streamline everything. I made 3 new TikToks. I don't know how you guys are, but I made 3 new TikToks in 2 hours. Got through, for me, that's very fast because it's going through my stand-up footage. So, and I was just like, this efficiency is really going to help me in the future.
Yeah.
You know, you should just do it. You should invest in yourself.
Invest in an editor, invest in living in the place that's going to bring you the most joy. Like, even if it's not about improving or making more efficient your business, like just the fact that you get to wake up every day.
When you're more productive when you're happy too.
Totally.
That's true.
Questions around the dinner table.
Here's one. This one's just kind of fun. If you slept with a dude, if you had to sleep with a dude.
Tom Welling.
That was so fast. Who is Tom Welling?
Tom Welling.
You were going to say who? Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, who would it be?
Is Tom Welling the guy, the like dancing guy?
He's Superman in the hit TV show, probably also award-winning. Tom Welling is Superman.
I don't know. I don't know if that TV show is as award-winning as the other podcast that I do.
Oh my god.
Damn it, that was my fault, Alayna. I'm sorry.
Mac, I thought you were supposed to be on my side about all
Tom
of
Welling,
this.
I'm going to Google him real quick. Hold on.
God damn, he is gorgeous. When I started watching that show, I had a moment and I called like 3 different people because I was like, I think I might be bisexual. Like,
No,
I might
Mac, I
actually be
think this is
bisexual.
just a male version of you.
That's what other people say, but
Okay,
thank
now
you
I
so
need to
much.
Google it.
First of all,
Google young Tom Welling. That
my
is
girlfriend
Mac.
was like, would you actually want to have
Oh.
sex with him? And then I was like, ew. So
Of
that's how I
course.
knew
God,
I wasn't
he does-
bisexual.
Okay, you look like him, Mac.
Guys, stop. I'm so flattered right now.
Literally,
He's like
that's-
the most gorgeous person in the world to me.
He is beautiful. He is beautiful.
He's
You're having the classic gay thing, but in reverse, but straight. Do I want to fuck Tom Welling or do I want to be him?
Yes.
yeah. I think it's definitely be him. Or like also no, it's just definitely be him.
Well, it's like it's an aesthetic attraction. You're like, I find
It
him
is.
pleasing to look at. Doesn't mean I want to bang him. Yeah, and I think that's
exactly
that's
it.
also
What
a
about you
huge,
guys?
Like question around comp het is
Yeah.
like people are like, but that guy from One Direction. Oh my God, what's his name?
Harry Styles?
Yes,
Harry
Harry
Styles.
Styles. Like that would probably be my answer. But then
What,
like
no Niall?
the thought. No. That's mean. We
That
shouldn't
was
laugh.
mean.
That was
Yeah,
mean.
that was
We're just-
mean.
we shouldn't laugh that
If
hard.
Niall's your
Niall-
type, you're valid.
Niall, I don't know who you are, but do our podcast.
But you are Ashley's choice.
No.
Ashley chooses.
I
you.
picked Niall. Now I need to look up who Niall is.
Yeah, I think my answer would
Hold on,
probably
I'm
be Harry
looking up
Styles,
Niall.
which is kind of boring and cliche. But then like, I just don't want to bang him. I just don't.
Listen, cliches are cliches for a reason. Like,
Okay,
Yeah.
what's wrong with Niall?
you clearly weren't a directioner. Honestly, Niall's not the worst of them, though. You know who's the worst of them?
The
Liam.
worst of
Yeah,
them.
Liam is bad.
Wait, I have
Like
to look
recent.
up Liam
Have you
now.
seen his recent
Yes.
interviews on podcasts?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
And I wasn't even a directioner. I wasn't even a One Direction. I didn't know anything
You
about
don't have
it.
to be a directioner to
No,
see that.
and I'm like,
strip
oh,
that down.
Liam
No,
Payne? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look up like the one where he's talking about almost getting into a fight.
He looks
I've
handsome.
never gotten the ick more.
Yes, he gives major ick.
What,
Oh,
what do
it's
you
bad.
mean he gives me
It's very it's very
I like the
alpha
idea of
male-esque,
lesbians being
actually.
like, this man gave me the ick. Yeah, he is a man. All men give the ick.
Actually, this is different.
if
You
a
know
guy
it's
is
bad when the
especially
straight
giving you-
women agree.
Yeah.
The straight women agree. Oh,
The
okay.
straight women
That's
do
when
agree.
you know it's bad.
Yeah.
I'll send you the
Wait,
clips
let
later.
me
They're
transform
bad.
this. Let me transform this. What
please.
gives you the ick? You're on a date. You're with someone. What gives you the ick on the date?
Like women.
Yes.
You mean.
Women.
That's a really good question. Ashley, do you have an answer? Or are you...
Well, I'm eating soft-boiled eggs right now, so I'm trying to
Soft-boiled eggs give me the ick.
I know, seriously.
gonna say.
What gives you the ick? A podcaster eating eggs on a podcast.
Yeah. Into the mic.
Into the microphone.
Alayna gets the ick when Ashley plugs her other
Absolutely.
podcast.
I get the ick when Danny doesn't cut Ashley speaking. Gives me the ick. Because, like, I think, here's the thing with that question.
It's tough because it's nuanced.
I spent so many years dating men that,
so
like,
someone really has to give you the
I don't think
ick.
I have the ick with women yet. Like, I don't think that experience has happened. Because I have
savor being involved with women so much that you're
Yes.
like, I can't afford to get icked right now.
and because
like,
I had such strong ick. I had such strong
I can't
ick
afford ick. I've been going through a famine. Nothing gives me the ick.
that I'm
Listen,
like, oh, you think
I'll
that's
eat
the
a
ick?
soft-boiled egg. I'll eat the second half of a banana.
I'm
That's
like,
fine.
mhm.
I'm hungry.
You haven't felt ick. I'm like, you don't know what ick is.
That's so true. Straight people should not be allowed to have the ick until they're forced to be gay for a little while.
yeah.
Then
Gay
come
people
back to me
definitely
and
get
tell
the
me
ick
that.
less.
I'll tell you what, though. It used to be, before I fixed myself, because, you know, I don't know if I've talked about this much on here, but I definitely was in some unhealthy relationships, hit sort of a rock bottom, and was like, I need to change the way I approach dating. So this is going to sound nuts, but I get the ick now when I find someone to be a little bit mean to me. It used to be,
Oh.
like, before I was such a simp, like, if someone was, like, kind of mean to me, it would almost turn me on. Like, oh, they're like,
Felt that.
she's like kind of maybe could possibly not be a good partner to me. Mm-hmm. I found that attractive. Like,
it's like,
this
oh,
is a
I might
person
have
I
to
have
fight
to fix.
for this.
Right,
like,
exactly. I have to chase.
Yeah.
I have to fight.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
if they're giving me that, if they're giving me emotionally not super stable, that gives me the ick now, which I am so proud of.
That's a
I
mature
cannot
ick.
tell you how proud of that ick I am.
Oh, we need a soundboard.
Yeah,
Applause.
seriously. That took a lot of retraining my brain. And I remember the first time it happened, I had like kind of accidentally, I was seeing this girl and Omicron hit and we were really into each other. And we were like, well, what do we do? Do we shack up during this Omicron? How long will it last? Yada, yada, yada. I avoided doing that because I was like, I'm not sure. And then a week after, she was sort of mean to me. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow. This is groundbreaking. We can train.
you
our
can,
ick.
you
Train
can
the
retrain.
ick.
You can
To the
train
benefit of
the ick,
ourselves.
baby. You got to
Listen,
train the ick.
I'm agreeing with Alayna on this that queer people, we don't always have the luxury of the ick.
And
like
they're
we,
they're less icky. No offense.
listen, my town is
Full
so
offense.
small. I can't get the ick here. If I find out she likes girls, she can do anything she wants. It doesn't
Cannot
matter.
afford the ick. Yeah.
You can't afford the ick if you're queer. It's just
No.
how it is.
But that being said, now that I've thought about it for a second, what actually does give me the ick, and this is just general, but like I have had this ick with women, is when people are too like syrupy sweet too quickly. Like somebody speaking in like a baby voice. Ick. Very ick. Immediately.
What's wrong with that, Alayna? Come
Oh.
on.
No, see, when you do it, it's fine. You don't give me the
Alayna.
ick back.
Because
Alayna.
I'm the baby.
Alayna.
Well, and also your fiance, but
Alayna, will
Actually-
you give me a widow soft-boiled egg?
No, see,
No,
like that doesn't
Ashley,
give me
please
the ick
no.
either because like
Please
I
feed me
know
my
you
eggs.
both. I'm talking like first date, second date, like we're just hanging out and someone's like
yeah.
starts talking kind of in a baby voice or is
fair.
speaking in that like immaturity.
Valid ick. Valid
Gives
ick.
me the ick.
Huge ick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not accommodating. This is so specific to me, but maybe people who have like a very specific type of job. But I'm a stand-up comedian. If I have to move a date because of a show and you are weird to me about that, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck
You're like,
off.
this is my job.
I
Like,
would never ask
Yeah.
you to move your meetings during the day. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have to, if we are different types of people, you have to recognize that there are different types and they're
Absolutely.
both valid.
Yeah.
That's a huge turnoff for me. And then also if I make really dark jokes,
Don't.
perhaps about
Don't. Ashley,
certain-
Danny, someone mute her.
I'll mute myself.
Ashley.
If I make any jokes about 9/11,
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
if I make any jokes about that, and like I like to just be able to talk about dark things in a humorous way. That's like a huge thing for me. I guess this is more like compatibility than ick.
Yeah, because I'm like, so
That's
we
fair.
give you the ick? Is this you telling
You guys,
us that
you
that
guys
we
are the only queer people that give me the
you
ick. I gotta say,
the major ick?
I got the major ick. I'm like, ooh, I can't do this podcast anymore. No, I'm kidding. I love this podcast.
That's fine. Me and Alayna can run it by ourselves.
Yeah, you've seen, as we've shown these past 2 episodes, we are fully capable.
Of course you guys are. Look, that's the thing about Tops. Someone else will do the job if no one's there. But Tops just, we opt in the fastest.
Wait, Mac, you said you thought of one?
Congratulations. Not caring, acting like you don't care about anything.
Oh,
like people
yes.
They try to seem so chill, and they dismiss everything. They never like stand up for themselves. Like that made me uncomfortable, or I would rather do this than this. Just acting like you have absolutely no cares. Yes,
Yeah,
very
as
removed.
if that like makes you better than.
Yeah, I hate that. Like it'll turn me off so fast.
Alayna, was that a bottle of milk?
I thought it was too, like an old-fashioned milk jug.
No, it's a water bottle.
I thought that was a bottle of milk.
I thought it was milk too. I said, "You're gonna drink dairy on the internet?
It's a water bottle.
Good luck. You'll never make it."
Do you get canceled for drinking dairy on the internet? Is that a thing?
I'm a vegan.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that would be a problem. Hey, it could be a bottle of oat milk.
That's hence why soft-boiled eggs give me the ick.
As I'm
that's
licking
facts.
yolk off my fingers right now.
Oh God.
Okay, save it for the Patreon.
Right, Patreon content only.
Patreon.com/chosenfamilypodcast.
That was the one. And then this one, I think, is like kind of, there's 2 different ways to look at it. How do I deal with queer imposter syndrome? Alayna, I think that might be a great question for you.
Yeah, you can top that one.
Top the question.
Wait, you guys are allowing me to top something? Oh my
Babe,
God.
babe.
Are you
Because I
topping
take
if you were given permission to
Babe,
top?
will you top tonight? Will you top?
Or is that just
I
like more
did take
extreme
my tongue
bottoming?
ring out. I did take my tongue ring out. It's we've talked about this before on this podcast. The like
Yeah, we
service bottom or service top or something. Servicing
Yeah.
whatever.
None of it makes sense. The language is flawed. Patriarchy.
Yes. It's almost like there's no good answer because the answer is you have to be comfortable within yourself. Like the answer is once you validate your own queerness, once you recognize that you are queer,
This is
belong.
the end of the teen movie right here.
No, but it's true, and I understand that the question is how do I get to that point? And I don't know. Time, surrounding yourself with people who love and validate you, consuming queer media like this podcast, so that you understand that
Consume
like
this, you little bitch.
there are other
Plus.
people
Consume me.
who share my feelings, who share my fears. I'm not on my own. Like I only lost the sense of imposter syndrome when I took my tongue ring out. And
And you're like, oh my God, I made her come.
Damn, I can give good head now.
I think when I first came out, I was trying really hard to figure out where I fit within the community, and I was trying to wear different clothes and trying to like really present queer. I wanted to read queer to everybody who looked at me, and that was because I was looking for that external validation that I belonged.
So
that I was
this
a part of the
dovetails
community.
into this
Yeah.
other question that I got, which was about being more femme and how do you let people know that you're queer. So that's more practical than sort of the inner validation of imposter syndrome, but I did get a question like that, so I just wanted to like kind of just weave that in because I think these 2 things are somewhat related.
So yeah, and again, that's probably more my experience than the 2 of you. But
What do you mean?
I think, unfortunately,
Look how floofy my hair is.
you're so femme today,
It's so
Ashley.
floofed. I
You're
have
so
my
femme
glitter
and
nail polish
floofy.
on.
Yeah.
And Mac is wearing glitter nail polish so that she doesn't have to. Look at you 2 and your femininity.
Listen, I can
That's such
be
an interesting
baby.
point, though.
Again, unfortunately or fortunately, being femme and queer and wanting other people to know that you're queer, you might just have to do the approaching.
Yeah.
Like they might not know.
Yeah.
People might not know.
Just fucking
sick
shoot
world we
your
live
shot,
in.
okay?
yeah, shoot your shot.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Keep it light. Just that's the answer to like 9 out of 10 of these questions.
Right.
Just freaking say it. It is unfair that we have to do this. It is a burden.
Yes.
However, what do you want your life to be? Do you want to be a sad little femme in the corner, alone, painting your nails, floofing your hair, taking out your tongue ring, putting it back in?
Femme pep talk. Let's go.
Do you want to just do that? Do you want to be bottom, stares at bottom from across the room? Or do you want to live your best gay life inside of another woman or person?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Walk over there, just say that you're interested. It doesn't have to be a big deal. And it doesn't have to be a big deal when you inevitably get rejected, because most of us will.
And the more that you do it, the more that you feel comfortable in your own skin and the way that you're presenting, the more confident
And your
you'll
little
be.
dress and your little G-string underwear, whatever femmes are doing. I don't know what you guys are doing. Your ponytails and your earrings.
What are the femmes doing
That's
these
how
days?
to be a femme 101. G-string, ponytails, earrings. You've done it.
Ashley will carry your baby.
And I'll carry your baby,
And
femme.
Mac will wear your nail polish.
Absolutely, I will. Great question. I have no input on that, you guys. That I feel like that.
You
was a
don't have
random
any queer
question.
imposter syndrome?
No, I never have. I mean, like, I knew I was gay when I was really young, and after I got out of high school and was like out, and I just felt an urge to do something, I would do it. And I say that referring to like the way that I would dress or my mannerisms or how I would act. Like if I wanted to be a certain way because I felt like that would validate my identity, I just honored that and did it because I was at a point where I was like, I want to be who I am.
You honored it? That was the gayest shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
I thought
Sorry.
it was beautiful.
It
I
was
thought
beautiful, and also
Thank
I'm
you,
just gonna
Alayna.
have to come in here and knock it down out of humor because
It
I
was
can't.
gay.
I can't let
Well,
something
listen,
so
Ashley,
sincere
being
and
gay is
stand.
gay.
That's true. There you go.
Being gay is really
kind of as
gay.
gay as you can be.
It's really
gay as
gay.
it gets is being gay.
Being gay is gay. This is like
Being
I'm
gay
look
is gay.
two mirrors across from each other, and it's like infinite, and it's like zooming in. Being gay is gay.
Mac, I feel like you're just like a merch machine.
You are a
today.
merch machine.
Like
Oh,
you've just been like
absolutely.
a.
My brain is in product development mode right now.
This is. We see it. We see it.
Mac, do you want to do my merch for my stand-up tour? Oh yeah, I do.
What does
a
that
tour.
mean?
I don't know. My merch. I
Like
need
come
that
up-
make
merch.
it? Like
Do like the
physically?
product design. Come up with the.
You want me
ideas
to? I'll stand behind the booth and sell it.
I mean, that would be so cute if I just brought you everywhere.
That would actually. Be
I
really
would have
cute.
a fucking blast with
Can
that.
I supervise Max,
Mac, the merch
selling
machine.
your merch? Can
Yeah.
I just stand to the side and like just make sure it's all going okay?
Oh my God, Alayna, I'm going to Winnipeg. Do you know anything about that place?
You're pegging who?
Winnie.
Winnie. Winnie's getting pegged.
Winnie's getting. I'm pegging.
When are you going to
hard.
Winnipeg? Ashley, please.
April.
When? Oh, okay. Can I come?
Yeah.
Like, that's basically where my family's from.
Cool. Do you think
So,
I'll
like-
do well there?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
actually I do because there's not a ton of gays, so
So
social
they'll
media
flock,
gays
yeah.
are a bigger deal
Yeah.
there than other places in Canada. No, I
Cool.
think you'll do great in Winnipeg. Okay, but just to go back to that question for a second, you're
Why?
saying
Why do we have to leave my shameless self-promotion to go back to the topic of the podcast?
I'm just as fast as I can get it away from your shameless self promotion. It's not fast enough.
I hope people know this is a bit, and I love doing this.
Of course,
It's a little
I think.
late to announce.
I don't know. Sometimes
We're 7-8 episodes
Bro.
in. She's
We're
like,
8
guys,
episodes in.
sometimes people don't
JK.
get that it's a bit, and they're like, this feels mean, or Ashley that, and it's like, like that's why I feel like so many YouTubers have to be so sincere and like
Yeah.
empathetic, because like if you do anything remotely socially difficult to understand, even remotely, there are corners of the internet where they're like, she's serious, she loves 9/11. Like
Well, and let
they'll
them.
yeah.
right? Like, let them.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, they're talking
But anyway.
about you, right? So isn't that the win?
Queer
but
imposter syndrome.
with the queer imposter syndrome, if the question is how do I deal with imposter syndrome, I think the real question is like, what's the fear? Like, okay, so let's say you go into a situation. and the imposter syndrome fear is what? That people are gonna point at you and say, not a real gay. Like, figure out what the fear
That
is,
men will
and then
hit
we
on
can
them.
address that.
That men will hit on them. That is a real fear.
That's what
but
it is.
Even I get hit on by men. So
I was gonna
you're-
say men still hit on me.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's gonna
seriously.
happen.
I will say, I feel like I'm one of the gayer people on the planet. I wouldn't have thought of someone not being queer enough has never crossed my mind.
No.
It's like nothing that no one is thinking that. And if they are thinking that, that's honestly a little bit of a red flag.
It's a huge red flag. Like,
Yeah.
I think that us queer folks are so excited when somebody
Yes.
else is one of us.
Absolutely.
One of
Like,
us.
that's, yeah, exactly. It's like, one of us,
Join
one
us.
of us. That's the energy. The energy
Yeah.
is not, oh, well, who's queer? Unless you're in those circles where it's like, there's biphobia and all of that. But that's
Oh, fuck
garbage.
That's fucked up.
We
That's
don't acknowledge that
garbage.
here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's such bull.
If you're biphobic or transphobic and not inclusive of trans women in your feminism, you can leave this podcast
Goodbye.
immediately.
Yeah,
Bye.
fuck off.
Goodbye. It's about finding your people and finding the people who are going to validate you. And there are so many of us. There are so many of us.
And let me
Here,
just
listen
say
to the pod.
to the bi women, to the bi people, to the bi femmes watching this right now.
Oh, hello.
Pick me.
Hi.
Pick me.
Pick me. I will
Welcome.
carry your
Please
baby.
stay.
Pick me. Choose me.
I will carry you. I will physically carry you around.
Alayna will carry you.
I have almost exclusively dated bisexual women.
Same.
That's actually a fact. And
They are
That's a fact.
just
You can look it up.
beautiful creations.
they are of God.
They are bisexual women are of God.
Of
Father,
God.
Son, Holy Spirit.
And bisexual women.
And
Bisexual women.
Well, I think that's it. What did we eat for dinner at this table? I know what I ate.
oh.
Ooh.
Soft-boiled eggs.
I think we had to eat soft food because Alayna had the ring taken out of her mouth. So maybe
yes,
she's a
we
little
were definitely
sore.
eating through a straw.
Ice
during this.
cream.
Go squeeze.
Because I can actually like
What? Lick it.
Okay,
Lick
vegan
it.
ice cream.
We were licking some vegan ice cream on this pod.
the other weird thing is even we could be eating soup again, anything with a utensil, because I couldn't like move my mouth along the spoon because my tongue ring would click and clack against it.
Oh, wow.
I'm,
Did
Did
like,
you have a
full freedom.
malfunctioning tongue ring, or is this what everyone with a
This
tongue
is
ring is going
crazy.
through?
No, you just have to like learn how to use like you just work around it. I worked around it for 10 years and then I realized I didn't have to anymore.
Yeah.
I could just take it out.
Well, this was a good episode. Send your questions to us at ashgavs, at Miss Fender, at INGEMI, Chosen Family Podcast, patreon.com/Chosen Family Podcast. Get on my tour text alerts. That's just for me.
You don't need to do that. Start with the other things that have to do with this podcast.
I did start with the other things.
I'm telling the listener. Make sure that
Oh.
if you can't do anything on Ashley's text list until you have done every other single thing we just said.
But if you wanted to see me do stand-up live, you
Absolutely
should get
not.
on the text
Danny,
list.
bleep Ashley right now.
Alayna
If I had
is
the muting
probably-
power, I would.
Elena's probably on the text list. Let's be
La,
real.
la, la,
Mac,
la, la,
Mac
la,
is
la,
on the
la.
text list for sure.
I'm definitely on the text list. Sorry, Mom.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
listening,
listening.
everybody.
Subscribe, tell a friend, yada, yada, yada.
See you next week.
Chosen Family is a Forever Dog production, hosted by Ashley Gavin, Alayna Joy, and Mac INGEMI. Edited by Danny Jewell, executive produced by Mariah Nicholas. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm.
Forever.